guys, welcome back. We're going to be transitioning over to the grand finals where our players are about to decide who's going to be going first. We've got the UK's very own Ned on the left versus Zero, who is, I believe, Theo. I always get the names mixed up. Miwan siblings.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's Theo. Like, pretty sure.
90%.
But yeah, it's going to be a cool one to watch, actually, because, like, I actually never realized that the Harri playmat was smaller than normal playmats.
Yeah, they're only slightly smaller.
Yeah, I just never realized. I always thought they were the same size.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, they do look nice, though.
Yeah, I actually really like them.
I'm still collecting them. If anybody wants to sell me their Crown Jet Dragon, like, cardboard box, like, I'll take it. Bring it to Netherlands, please. Thanks. Love y'all.
Don't do it.
Do it. Do it for me.
Charge
Do it for Papa Echo.
Do like 50 quid.
I know you're sleeping at night.
So do I.
Oh.
Just shuffling up, getting ready to set up and go.
There we go. That's the level of sportsmanship we goddamn want. And grand finals is about to be kicking off as soon as we get to go. So this is an interesting one. So obviously we know what Zero is capable of now, but we're quite familiar with Ned as well.
To be honest, this is the first time I've actually seen this thing. I've been hearing a lot about it. I've never actually played against it or seen it. So it's going to be very interesting to actually see someone pilot it and see how they do.
Because we were talking about, because like this deck's gimmick is the fact that it's able to manifest 3 basically unguardable attacks, or PGs, that call for 4 damage, 4 damage, and 3 damage. But the interesting thing is, like we were talking to Ned earlier, and it's a deck that's achievable on first stride. So potentially have a chance of trying to blow Harri up before it's ever really able to do anything. Which is pretty scary in fairness. Ooh, and the draw trigger here is pretty good. It's about as good a trigger as you could have.
With Fenrir going first, though, I believe like it's technically going to be the second stride for them. So it's after Harry's like history course, his course stride. But as long as Ned doesn't die to it, if he just goes for the OTK, I believe he should win. You know, I don't really know if they can do anything.
Well, it really just comes down to, can Harri get 3 PGs in time for turn 3? Or turn 4?
Yeah.
And that's like really the only question being asked to. Because realistically, like Harry's first round, what Ned could do actually, Ned could conceivably effectively just hard damage deny, push on turn 3, but basically let Theo push him.
I'm going to see a pass here.
Yeah, because I think there's an argument here for potentially kind of playing the grade 2 game if you do well enough, because if you farm, right, like you don't care. Force them to ride up so that they give up on their strider and then you just kill them. And then you basically tell them you need to naturally have this card in your hand right now. I feel like there's an argument for that line.
We'll see what Ned decides to go with. Probably knows the matchup a lot better than we do. Considering we know nothing about this matchup.
Real. Considering he's there and we're here. And you know what they say, those who can't, cast.
I thought it was those who can't do it, teach it. You know?
I'd like to think of myself as a teacher.
An educator.
An educator.
An educator of the youth. See, are you a crest on the left or a crest on the right kind of guy?
I'm a crest on the left fella.
Yeah, you like to put it with your G-zone? So
I
it's
want
like all together?
Yeah,
me too.
I'm also right-handed, so oh my god.
Alright, fair enough.
Brada.
Is not riding up.
Ooh,
so,
did you see that? Did you see that draw? Bats is out for that turn, so SPGs.
One of them. There's only one other out.
Well, that'll 3 PGs, so...
So
let's hope he's quick on the uptake.
Giving the history course strides 2-0 here, so he can just ride up himself and then go for the OTK, I guess.
Who, Ned?
Yeah.
I can't do the OTK on history turn.
No, but that's why he didn't ride up. He's giving the the Zero the opportunity.
That's what we're saying earlier, because it's the other line where like you basically tell him to naturally draw it or else.
Well, it does have like quite a good chance of drawing a hit now, because the Dorian is going to be tucked by
because the only
right?
the only card you're scared of here is you're basically scared that they're going to not give you enough CB to do your lines. But the question is then whether Theo knows that that's the case, right?
He needs to know how much CB he is affording to give.
Because basically the card you're worried about here is this one. So it's a V card that basically, when it attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is great through a great, you choose one of your units, it's obviously going to be a Vanguard in this case. Oh, sorry, one of your other Ray card, and it copies the power and crit that it gets from triggers this turn. So it's originally Himiko support, but remember that it means it also gains the not red text, but the 100 million and the 2 crit you're going to be stacking from your other Ray guards. But I think that Ned here wants to really push 0 to like 1 more damage. Only because 4/4/3 is a lot more threatening when you're on 3 than when you're on 1, right? Because then you just take 1 and just have to be content with 2. Which, the thing is, oh, no, we're straight stupid with it. Amaruda Sentinel Restrict.
Yeah.
We're straight silly with it.
Yeah, actually, so OT is gone.
We are just straight silly with it.
The out is gone.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. I think stream is acting up a little bit, honestly. We'll be figuring out what's going on with it in just a moment. I think it's coming up, coming down, coming up, coming down. It's having a bit of a moment, unfortunately. Yeah, it's one of those refresh nations. It's yeah, we're just going to end up having to set bits up, I think. There we go. We can try and increase the output a little bit and see if that perhaps stabilizes the stream. There we are. Sorry guys, apologies there. We should be back.
We'll be right back now.
We should be back now, absolutely. Bear with us. Oh, that's not good. Look at the card in the damage zone there.
That is not what we want.
That's
because
the one
now
thing
the scythe.
That's the one thing that does not want to be seeing right now. The Geldra, that's salvageable. You just hope. I think he's probably going to start taking excess damage now just to try and get a heal, to try and get it out of the way.
I think so. Oh.
Ooh, that is rough. That is 2 of your win cons. That is brutal. God almighty, that is not it. How to lose your win con in one turn, that is tough.
So yeah, seeing OT get checked and ladder go to damage,
that's
not what you want.
It really is not.
Yeah, I don't know much about this deck, but I know that. I know that is not what you want, for sure.
Yeah, I believe that's the Weiss competition ending. This is so brutal. You're watching a man's 2 win cons come out in 1 turn. That is so tough.
And we're riding it. Grade 3. Heal guard.
They're still going to try and go for it. I mean, look, you got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah, true.
It is what it is.
Heal gone.
I mean, at this point, you're just going for the soul, right? You have nothing else. It's going to be a reedy, yeah. Gotta say counterblast 1. Flip. Reedy gives 10k and a crit because you have 2 less cards in soul. Draw 2. Soul charge 3. Also 5, sorry. There you are.
Yeah, we could still maybe go for it.
I think you have to. You die next turn. You don't have an out.
Yeah.
You you suddenly do not have an out here. You have to just go, and hope that's enough.
Yeah, no, they do have access to Dread Sight, assuming they have the heals. I think they do. I think you got to assume they do in their hand, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, and here we go for Reedy. Two.
Ooh. Did you see that?
Yep, there was another one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The Witcher Grapes is crazy. Five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One for every unit, baby. Now that's what I call soul charge.
Yep. Reedy again.
Reedy
Two of them.
effect. Yeah? I mean, you're trying to deck yourself out, right? Yep, there we go.
And 1, 2. Now, I'm sure Ned's been in this position before, so he must know exactly what he needs to do to win this game and seal it out here in this position.
Never ask a man his salary, a woman her age, or Ned how he beat Nick in top 4.
Yeah. And you know what? Forbidden law.
Forbidden knowledge.
Yeah. That you said about it already, so, you know.
Local man learning OTK in real time.
Just counting the deck, getting ready for the setup. Ready, third time now? Oh my gosh. That soul is massive. Dark Irregulars and Jealous.
Barrow Magnus could never.
Yeah.
If Barrow Magnus is so cool, where is Barrow Threegnus?
Not wrong. Local caster loses his mind. Oh, the liner gets added back to hand.
Yeah.
Genius.
Oh,
Now-
I forgot about that card.
Yeah, oh my god,
so this is from D
genius.
set 4, I believe. Yeah, you choose a card from your. You put a card from your hand, a trigger from your hand to the damage zone. Face down, choose a card, face up card from your damage zone, put
Oh
it into
my
your
god.
hand. So yeah, all you really lost was
Yeah,
your
it's just the OT. And no sentinels anyway. We just use Reedy to make the triggers so big. The triggers are just so big that it doesn't matter.
My apologies, Ned. I will never question you again.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
sorry.
Mwah. Love you.
We did not know the source.
Love you. Teach me this deck. Mwah. Love you. Don't ask us what our accommodation was like.
Okay, I still actually don't know how the deck gets set up, so
So basically, the main gimmick here
this
is
is what I'm trying. Yeah.
so you use Reedy to soul charge your soul blast your Valencias.
Yes.
Valencia's effect is when she is soul blasted, you bind her.
Yeah.
Choose 2 cards from your drop zone, put one of them into your soul, and put one card from the bottom of the deck.
Okay. And then you're just stacking it that way and soul charging the rest of the deck.
So you soul charge her.
Yes.
You took one of her, one of something else. Stack them.
Yep.
Soul blast them. Stack them. Stack them.
Yeah.
So you go like crit OT.
Yeah.
And then like your OT would draw you something, right?
Okay.
And the thing you try and draw off the OT is the Gelger. Because what Gelger says is you can have a revelation, but also in soul, you can put him at the bottom of the deck, choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and it gets 3k, that part doesn't super matter, and then you soul charge 2. So the idea is you have a bunch of bulk, and you basically get to the point where you're just in time to hit your stack, and then you go like trigger OT something, couple more whiffs, and then like you can use the Gelgers to be the whiffs, or like to be the thing after the OT, and then you soul charge everything until you hit the stack.
Okay.
And then you just go pop. It's basically Static Turbo from a couple years ago.
Okay.
In a sense, it's just, there it is. He's basically doing Static Turbo, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And like the do you know when you like then reverse stack your OT?
Yep.
It's basically that, or like Genesis Loop, or no Genesis Loop, like Great Nature stacking.
Yes.
Because you can create a game say where your deck is like crit blank, like, or crit blank, something like that.
Now we're just soul blasting for the ready, just to make the triggers even bigger. How many are we at for the ready? I stopped counting ready. How many are we at?
I think he's got a little effect there. I think he's
8.
counting. Maybe. Sounds correct.
Plus 25. That's what I got.
Oh, damn. Me one every
So
trigger.
triggers are plus 35k at the moment. So what? So 2 triggers is 70?
It's always going to be 3 though.
Yeah,
You can
3
guarantee
triggers.
it. Because the argument would be like normally you'd go like crit OT, so it'd be like all effects, and then the other one would copy its power and go pop. But the thing is, the fact that you don't have a red OT, it means you miss out on one swing, which is actually pretty big.
Yeah.
But you swing once for like big numbers.
Yeah.
Vanguard will swing, does its effect to like next Sentinels, and then you just go 1, 2, 3, and just hope that's enough.
Yeah.
Because under ladder as well, nothing can be interacted with.
There's 2 damage.
Yeah, important to know that grade 2 there will not gain the crit that Amaruta gave.
Yes.
So it's why it's going to be 4 and 3. If you go crit, or it's going to be 5 and 4. Which is why Ned really needs that damage to connect here.
Yes. Thinking about cycling this.
I think taking this is a mistake. Big mistake.
Definitely think you should be guarding this one.
Yeah, I feel like this is like the last pair of guardable attacks. I feel you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Because you just kind of, I think you just kind of end up having to accept, like, you end up having to take something, right? Because it's defensive OT or hard guard everything.
Yeah.
Or you take the next couple, hope for
Your
defensives,
G-guards
and then...
don't really work here as well because ladder is active.
I think you trust... I reckon there's a world here where you just take this, like, smaller swings, quote-unquote, and then just try and, like, hit, like, hard guard the big ones. Because, like, the 5 crit swing kills you, right? Like, unless you just hope for a heal, I suppose, but... If you were checking that heal, like, it don't super matter. The issue is because Ned is at 4 here, then he's in a way more awkward spot.
Does it not have Sentinel restrict? Is there no Sentinel restrict for this one?
No, it's only after the... I think it's end of battle, soul blast 15, restand, no Sentinels. There you go, critical effects, critical effects. So now that card's like 100 something K.
Yeah.
There you go, that's a soul blast 15. Restand. Now the Sentinel, no restriction is active. Sleep for 5.
And it was, what, plus 100k for the triggers?
35 per trigger.
So 35,
Oh, plus 30, so 45k per trigger.
45.
So 1 to 135. 135 plus 8, 143. 143k,
Yeah.
5 damage.
I don't think there's a G card there.
I think you just have to go for like all of them and then take the 4 crit one. I think that's like maybe your only out, but...
Yeah. Okay, so charging 1 here. To Stan. Stan could grab you the OT to cool out. I guess, yeah. This one X.
That's kind of rough, yeah. Because, yeah, that basically means that's over. Like, yeah, because the other one's only 4 damage. And he's on 1, so he just goes to 5 and it's over.
Yeah.
You just go to 1, it's over, and pass turn, put decks out.
That's unfortunate, to be honest. I mean, like, this was well navigated by Zero to be able to do that, though, so...
It's in like a blind soul charge from the top of the deck.
It was, but we used the Chimera to tuck the PG in from hand.
Sure. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, so the OT coming out there did eventually accidentally squeeze the game.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know. But again, good fun. I'm happy how many decks we got to like show today that like you don't normally get to see. Like Maelstrom making top card's been really freaking cool. Yeah. Like Genesis, OTK hitting finals, like
finally getting on stream as well.
Yeah, top card. I think the deck has like 100% conversion rate at this point.
Yeah.
It's like insanely strong deck right now. But I reckon what we're probably going to be doing is we're going to be waiting for the award ceremony.
Yeah.
We're going to start winding down. I know we've had some technical difficulties with the streams, but thankfully the entire event has been recorded, so the VODs will be up with no difficulties over the next couple of weeks. So guys, stay safe. Take care. Thank you very much for Ben for joining me. My go. And guys, stay safe. We're shaking her. We're goating.
Yeah, it's not, because otherwise it looks weird.
Real. But guys...
That might be against TOS.
No! Guys, we'll see you in a few weeks' time, in just 2 weeks, over at BCS Netherlands. Stay safe, guys. Take care. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Are we like really in for the last BCS of the season up next?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Bye.
Bye guys. See you guys soon.
Bye.